song makes you think of waterfalls in Rio, doesn't it, boys? All right. Draft day 3, boys. That was a fun one, wasn't it? Hell of a turnout in Detroit and in the NFL draft. Now defunct NFL draft party room. Thank you, everybody, once again. We had a little bit of draft trivia, but not a whole lot. Winners from yesterday. 4th through 7th round. Got to go with the Eagles first. Got to talk about the Eagles. Shipley, a steal at running back in the 4th round. That is going to pay off big time. I did like the legacy pick with Trotter. The guy's a little small, but the guy can play. Linebacker from Clemson. They dipped into Clemson a couple times, I believe. Ainias Smith, so a couple of wide receivers. Ainias Smith, he's going to be very good. Another steal. And Johnny Wilson. Mel Kiper was raving about this guy yesterday, and he fell to the Eagles. So, great pick there. And then Keegan didn't allow any sacks last year in Michigan. Another good pick, so Eagles. And then Chargers again. A Boygby. This guy, Alabama, had last year a career high in pressures and sacks. And then two round 5 picks that are, I think, really solid. Still from Maryland, the cornerback. He's got solid instincts. Very versatile. And then Hart has the other cornerback. He's got a high ceiling, and he's a different style. So they got a couple of different style cornerbacks there in the 5th round. And then the running back that Bolts wanted, Vidal from Troy. Kiper was raving about this guy. Said, I want him on my team. He's explosive, 14 touchdowns, breaks tackles. He's a rocked up running back. That's a good pick. And then I like a couple 7th round receivers. Jerry Rice's son. I don't really know why he fell that far. His hips get a little stiff at times, but the guy makes good plays. He's got good hands, good work ethic. And then Johnson from Michigan, another Harbaugh Michigan guy. This is a good route runner and a good blocker. These guys are going to be solid for the Chargers. So I like what the Chargers did, and I like the Saints yesterday. The Saints overall an A+ draft, and that includes yesterday 5th round Means, the wide receiver for Pitt. He's going to be good. Playmaker, has a lot of yards per catch. Spencer Rattler in the 5th round. Looks like that's a good pick. He's going to be extra motivated this year because of how he fell in this draft, and he's got a lot of experience, a lot of starts under his belt. The David Carr thing is not going to pan out for the Saints, so you're going to see some Rattler starts, I think, this year. All right, so that's a good pick. Good value pick for them. The linebacker, Jalen Ford from Texas, a good one. And then they got the Tom Brady pick at 199. Christian Boyd, great size, depth for the interior line for the New Orleans Saints. In the 7th round, they got a guy named Joshua Aziram. Josh. He's a hidden gem, I think. All right. I think that's his name. Aziram. He dominated his FCS foes. All right, so those are the big winners. Eagles, Chargers, Saints from yesterday. The losers, the Cleveland Browns. After the Zinter pick in round 3, they really fell off. Linebacker Watson is not very athletic. The the cornerback, not very good pick, and then the wide receiver Thrash. I don't know what they were thinking with that. All right, let's talk about the Falcons again, just meddling around. I don't know what they were doing the whole weekend, but Saturday was not any better. And then the Chicago Bears, Scott, what happened? So the punter pick was the most puzzling in the 4th round. The punter they have is fine now. He had a solid year. Eberflus calling this guy a weapon. All right, he better be an all-pro his first year if you're picking him in the 4th round. And, you know, it's a field position game. It's a field position game. How is it a field position game when you have, how is that your identity, being a field position offense, when you now have Williams and Odunze and other pieces? It's just incredible. It is incredible. I know they got Booker as a pass rusher in the 5th round, but they could have gotten better value in the 4th round with a pass rusher. Instead, they go with a 4th round pick. So it's just really weird. They, wasting on a punter. He was the only punter picked in the entire draft. They could have gotten him in the 7th, or they could have even waited. They could have even waited to get him in the as an undrafted free agent, or someone, if someone had drafted and get someone else, you need a punter to compete in there, but not too good. They also they got a center. It's just not really like a need position for them. They didn't have that many picks in this draft, and they kind of wasted, a punter and a center. Not too good. Okay, so those are the 3 losers. Browns, Bears, Falcons. If Williams hits big, none of this really matters. Let me tell you something, guys. Caleb Williams, I don't know, guys. Bears passed up an opportunity. They had a lot of people salivating, a few teams salivating at the bit to trade for Williams. They could have gotten a massive draft haul for this year and next year. They passed it up. They didn't want to choke like they did with Mahomes before, but not seeing a dog with Williams. They had a shot at a national championship this year. I didn't see the sense of urgency from Caleb Williams. Lost the last couple of games. I didn't see, he seemed a little indifferent to the whole thing. Didn't see him, getting his teammates together like Tebow or, other great quarterbacks who have won national championships. Skips the Pro Bowl. I mean, the bowl game. I don't know, guys. So, consensus number 1 overall. Bear Scott, you better pray this guy is going to be a great player. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm going to say he's not going to be. I'm going to say he's not going to beat expectations. How's that? But thanks everybody for the incredible weekend of draft. We'll never equal that again in the history of Wire Club. That was the best party of all time. Especially though the first 2 nights. Yesterday was fun too, but loved the draft. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a lot of fun too. Thanks everybody for coming. A lot of the newbies. Hopefully you'll hang out. Miss Sparkle and the rest of you and Brittany. Some of y'all will hang out with us, play some trivia. We talk football. Hopefully a lot. But y'all did a good job on the trivia, by the way. So thanks for the breaking down and analyzing picks and stuff. So a lot of you guys did a great job. So thanks everybody. Great party. See you for the schedule release party. Maybe. All right, bye.